So you can tell us your name, unajua, what you do in the city. You feel me? Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was a question.
Yeah, that was a question.
Sure.
Come through for us. Tell us what you is. Let us know who. Let us recognize you.
Thank you, bro, for the platform. I really appreciate you. And my name is Byron Luchivia Chikamai.
So we're on another installment of Campus Focus. Today we are chilling with Byron. Yeah, maybe just tell the audience who you are, recognize yourself to us, what you do in the city, you feel me?
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Byron Luchivia Chikamai. I'm an urban and regional planner. It's a profession which I learned in Maseno University back in Kenya.
What had you get into, of all things? They usually say you could have been anything in the world.
Yeah.
Why urban planning?
Yeah, urban planning has been I don't know, I would guess since birth, not birth, since childhood I've been, focused on urban realm, how things look in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the built environment around me and all that. And since then I grew up wanting to know how they are drawn and put in place as per se.
Amazing. How different is that from journalism? Is from architecture?
From architecture, definitely urban and regional planning is different in architecture, though in one way they work hand in hand, in a way that for an urban planner or for an architect, they really focus on the built environment, where they do infrastructural, they generate the infrastructural part of the building infrastructure. And for planners, we majorly focus on the environment, on how the outlooks and everything.
And why go the urban planning route and not, say, architecture?
I really would want to have architecture, but now back then I didn't measure the kind of cluster points they wanted, but I really wanted to do architecture.
So you in high school, say, when in high school did these plan to get into this field start?
Yeah. Back in high school, in high school you are given different sets of subjects and specialty. So back in high school we did have art and craft, and from there now you can get the experience and your mind energy in terms of art and creation of things.
So you're like an artist in a way. What's the underlying force that brings this out?
I won't say an architect or a planner is an artist. It's just a profession. It's when you see things in a different way, then you are able to mold your thinking into something concrete in a way.
I get. So say people who have are talented like a drone. Do they have an upper hand at this?
They might have, because they are creative. Now you can't change creativity because that's somebody's perspective of seeing things.
I hear you. So then you join now. Where did you study this from?
I studied it in Maseno University, back in Kisumu. Yeah, that's when I had a bachelor's of architecture in bachelor's of planning, urban and regional planning.
So the highest level of education attained is?
I've just done degrees with several certificates in terms of softwares and all that.
What are like some standout certificates that really aid your day-to-day work?
I have a certificate in geospatial information science.
What does that involve?
Pardon?
What does that involve?
Yeah, creation of maps. Yeah, creation of maps. Yeah, you can also render with it and everything. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
GIS is wide. It's wide.
So, what skills or courses did you study in campus that stood out that help you the most in your job?
Design. We had transport, urban planning, transport planning. I'm majorly focused on transport planning. Yeah, I really feel like we really need in Africa, we really need a diverse way of having a locomotive or a transport.
No, it's cool. Bro. It's cool.
It's okay. Yeah. Like I really feel like in Africa, we really need to have a faster transport system, like than the one we're having right now. Yeah.
In like which country in Africa do you think is excelling in that, has a perfect
definitely definitely we have DRC Congo. We have Rwanda is really excelling in terms of infrastructure, but we have DRC Congo, we have Senegal, we have DRC Congo and Senegal. I think they're the worst when it comes to transport system.
How does Kenya compare to them? What makes them above Kenya in like the road planning? If you
Kenya. Maybe you can look. Kenya is a third world country, but is among the fast growing third world countries in Africa.
What countries in Africa do you think have amazing road planning and regional? How do I phrase that?
Yeah.
Which countries have the best road planning?
Okay. Being third world, Africa is on definitely most of the countries in Africa. Actually, all of the countries in Africa are third world growing, and I think we can maybe we have South Africa as an exception because due to its what do we call maybe resource and due to its resource capabilities and all that. But now most of the Africans in countries have poor roads. I will not go deep in terms of this because maybe to some extent is politically affiliated and all that. Yeah.
And so as in a day of you at work, what are say you went to work today, what softwares would you start using? What's the pipeline? What's the work pipeline like from ideation to execution?
Oh, okay. Yeah, as a planner, it definitely depends with the kind of job we're having. We have several jobs. We have with planning, definitely you have land division, amalgamation. You need to create a report. You need to come up with something in terms of maybe design and all that. So it depends with the kind of job that I'm having that specific day. If it's the land division, definitely I use AutoCAD for land division. We have AutoCAD, ArchiCAD. ArchiCAD is a good software. I'm well diverse with it, and it's so simple with me. I don't know about the rest, but with me it's so simple. When it comes to division, amalgamation, drawings, and everything, because it's kind of doing the SketchUp and everything. You just give them the dimensions and all that. Yeah.
How do you learn and practice these softwares?
Fortunately, during my intern, I had a guy. I won't mention his name, but he's a good guy who really helped me a lot in terms of planning and design. He professionally is a designer and he's good at it. I usually admire him, but he has been of help for the longest time in my planning industry.
So through you as you are acquiring this mastery for the planning and everything, first of all, do you think this is a career or a job that you do?
Career is the same as job. I don't know
How so? Break down for us.
Career and a job.
Yeah, and just in your own. Just
Okay, I don't know the difference between a career and a job. Maybe you might really expand that for me.
Oh, a career has progression, like
career has progression. For sure. This is a career. A career has a progression, and behind that, I have a passion for it. So it bounds everything.
So as you're acquiring all this background to equip yourself for this, what are the challenges you came up with as you're learning the software or impacting yourself with the theory?
Yeah, there are definitely there are always challenges in every field, but I won't say I usually bank my progressions on challenges. I usually feel like there is more better for me in future or ahead of me than whatever I'm going through right now. I won't bank on challenges right now.
Yeah, so say you've done planning, you finished. I would say this is a graduate now. What do you need to have for you to say you have value for a place of work or a business for you to be employed and be paid for the value you give? What does that value look like?
I have value because just like I said before, I've been working under someone and he has really shown me greater things and how really planning works in terms of sketching, in terms of planning for the future. Like he's so versatile in a way that you could gain a lot from him, and I really thank him. I won't mention his name for the purpose of the recording.
You should though. It's professional. Give him a shout out.
It's professional. I won't know how I'll take it.
We understand.
I won't know how I'll take it. I won't say it right now.
We understand. And how do you like if you're to break down like how do you get to improve the value that
planning is all about learning. Because I've shared with my friends and it's all about learning. You learn from somebody else. You will never know everything. There's no point in life whereby you'll be the point of concentration in terms of everything. So we always learn as we are going, and I would want to advise everyone in every sector, in planning, in architectural field, learn to get things in your mind, learn from people, learn to have everything rather than beating your chest. Learn, be humble and learn from people. That's the best advice I could ever have for you.
What does mastery, what do you understand by mastery? What does it mean to you?
Mastery.
Do you pursue it?
Yeah. For sure, I really want to master in something, in planning, dealing in planning, definitely. I really want to master I have several lists. I have a several list of things that I would really want to master in. Majorly, maybe, planning is so diverse, as I said before, and I really want to major on 1, 2, 3 things, but mastering really depends on what you're good in, so that you're just perfecting on whatever you already know. And I have several things. We have transport planning, we have conservation planning, we have what's the name? Like we have a list. We have landscape planning. So there's a list of planning mastery that you can have.
And then how do you as a fresh graduate with all the skills education has impacted on you, how do you leverage that to like get a job or get a client or like hustle? How I have skills now. I'm a planner. I just graduated. I'm good. I've done a couple of internships. I have a couple of value. How do I leverage that to get some money in my pocket?
You try make yourself better. You're never better. Everyone is never better, and that's why I was saying humble yourself to get the best out of everyone. That's the best part I could say.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And then does your passion inspire business ideas, business concept, entrepreneurship in a way?
Yeah, definitely. When you're doing planning, definitely, planning, you wake up with planning in the morning, because the first thing when you wake up, you have to brush your teeth. That's planning. You plan for it. You plan for it. You have to take breakfast. Unlike me, I don't do that, but now it's something that growing up, we've known that when you wake up, you brush your teeth, you take breakfast, maybe you already definitely already worn your uniform and all that. So it's planned. Everything is planned in life. So planning lives with us. Planning is there for us, and planning is for the future. Yeah.
Why don't you take breakfast? Is that a productivity hack?
Not really. I don't know how to say about that.
How many meals a day do you take?
Around two. Just lunch and supper.
Nice. Do you work at night?
No, I don't work at night. I work during the day. Yeah.
Personal projects.
Personal project, definitely. If they will want me to have the night for me, then I go for the night.
Yeah. Who do you look up to in your field?
Yeah, there are so many people. We can start with my boss. I look up to my boss. Yeah. So, yeah, that's nice. He's a very hardworking man. And he really inspires not just me, but a lot of people. There's many people he inspires.
Okay, now that's from the outside going in. What inspires you inside? What makes you wake up in the morning? What makes you want to be good at this? What makes you want to excel in this? What drives you? What's in there?
A passion.
Yeah,
when you're passionate about everything, you can never be passionate about everything, but you can be passionate about something. When you're passionate about something, the body itself picks up. So you don't even need to stress yourself waking up in the morning. Automatically it comes.
How do you refuel it?
Refueling it?
Yeah.
Passion, I have never known about that, but I don't know if you can refuel passion. But deep down, I've had passion. If you have passion about something, it's something that you get yourself doing over and over again. Yeah.
So, who do you work for? Like not like what company you work under?
Yeah, I'm in a private sector. I'm working for a private firm.
Yeah, no, I'm not even asking about that. Like, do you work for yourself? Do you work for the people that raised you, sired you? Are you trying to do like a Gaddafi move where you have plans for Africa, may give us free rent?
No, I work for me. Yeah.
Break that down.
Deep down, working for yourself will really give a higher motivation than working for someone. When you're saying that I'm working this to feed my family, I'm working this to do this and that, then you have definitely you have a purpose, but how long will it take? But when you work for yourself, it's the highest strength that comes out of it that will keep on propelling your ambitions, your goals, your objectives, and everything.
I hear you. Then where is planning in the world right now? Like
planning is really growing. It has been growing since then. Planning is diverse right now, as I can say, and planners are really working day and night to come up with conducive environment, coming up with measures that will give us the kind of sustainability that will have an impact on human life.
Nice. Then what from your career do you apply in your personal life and how you live your day to day? What about that do you apply in your...
That's so critical, but I'll say my day to day life, I won't say that I apply planning on my day to day life. It's something that comes and you won't even realize that it's there. And sure.
What does the future look like?
The future is it's so fertile, and really urging all the planners, all the architects, we need to work together for a brighter future, because we are the people who can bring that to the table.
100%. Then what are the plans that you have to fit into this future that is coming?
The plans that we have to fit in the future, definitely we need to go for the future, because the future is growing. We have westernization with us, we have the AI. I know you've heard of AI and everything. So things are running, things are growing, everything is moving up, so we really need to get the best and have it with us.
Does artificial intelligence impact you people in any way?
Yeah, artificial intelligence, definitely it's there with us, and to some extent definitely it has its own positivity and negativity in terms of how it works, how it impacts our life. For planners, it has a positive impact on us, because now AI is running everything. It's just a click of what you want and you have it there with you.
Is it coming to better your profession, or it puts it in jeopardy?
It's coming to better our profession. It's coming to better our profession. I don't know about the future, but from how we have interacted with it, it's coming to better our future.
So from what I've learned thus far is planning and architecture like cousins. I could be wrong, but they're
Pardon?
You need to plan for architecture.
Pardon?
Planning and architecture.
Yeah.
So someone needs to plan for architecture, right? They're like cousins, yeah.
Yeah, they're sisters. Yeah, we work in the same field. Architects need planners. Planners need architects for drawings and everything. The architects have specialized on the built environment, because they need to come up with structures. We also do the same, but now our focus is on urbanization, the streets, the cities, rural development and all that.
So you put design on God's world, right? On physical ground, right?
Yeah, we do design on physical ground.
Yeah, I'm asking that because now there's there's metaverse and there's a whole
but we have
cloud.
We have rules and regulations as to how you're coming up with your design. Yes, we have our own Bible. Yeah, we have our own Bible on which really regulates our. It has principles on how we are going to design things and plan.
Have you heard about the metaverse?
Pardon?
The metaverse.
Metaverse.
A whole. You have a game. You ever played GTA?
Yeah, I've played GTA.
You see how you can own an apartment.
Yeah,
in
I'm
GTA?
a fan.
With so there's a whole business model that Facebook has, where there's a whole, I don't know how to say it, they're trying to make the internet physical in a way. So you could even buy property and that is designed with architecture with online. So And from what I've seen, is like you people are the ones who are spearheading that.
Yeah,
because we kind of need that to be planned too.
Yeah.
It's like it's really just digital world. It's the whole digital world. So the clubs, there's fashion, all these needs to be designed too. Yeah. Do what you people do get into that? Does it cross into that?
For now, I won't lie to you. What I've been for the few experience or the people I've met, I've never come across somebody who does that or something that goes that direction for now. But maybe in future, I really want it to go that direction.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if with all the game that you have right now, what would you advise, say 7 years ago you? Like now that you have all this wisdom, what did that kid lack that you have in the thinking?
It's just about I don't know. I didn't know I'll find my place in this field, but I've really narrowed down to something that you really are passionate in, and I really advise people, don't lose hope. Just have it your own way. Just do your own things and do it better. It amounts to something in future.
It's dope. Any sign-offs? What did they say? Parting word? What did they say?
Yeah, just there. Just stick to yourself, bro. Yeah, everything is okay. Stick to yourself. Stick to yourself. You have it.
That is dope.